Hello everyone, welcome to Coding Decoded, and let's shoot for the second question of weekly contest 276, which is minimum moves to reach target score. Here in this question we are given a target score that we want to reach, and how can we reach the target score? We can do it by performing certain moves. In each move, either you can increment your current value by 1 or you can double your current value. However, the maximum times you can perform the doubling operation is capped at max doubles variables, which is also given to you. What we need to do, we need to identify the minimum number of moves needed to reach the target score starting from 1. And I'll be walking through these examples by the presentation that I have created for this. So let's quickly move on to the BPT where I'll tell you the approach and walk you through these examples. Minimum moves to reach target score, lead code 2139, and it's a medium level question on LeetCode. However, if you can think a little in the lines of greedy approach, you'll be able to come up with this very quickly. I would like to categorize this under medium category. Just to reiterate what question provided us with the hints, we have to start from the starting value as 1. Very important point. In each move, there are two possible options: add 1 to the current value or multiply by 2. The multiplication operation is capped at max doubles input variable that is also specified in the question. What we need to do, we need to identify the total number of moves needed to reach the target value starting from 1. The question is quite understandable and clear. Also, if I ask you guys in general, how can you reach a target score quickly? You can reach by using multiplication operation at the maximum possible times. So this is the crux of the problem. If you have the ability to multiply, that means you have not reached your limit for max doubles, then you have to go for multiplication. Otherwise, you have to go for the addition of one operation. This is it. Let's walk through an example and let's try to conclude it. Let's tweak the question a little. Instead of starting from one value and looking out for the target value, that is 19, we'll go in the reverse direction. We'll start from the target value and we'll try to reach 1. The number of operations accounted in both of them will be the same, and that will give us the result. So let's get started. The first value, the target value that is given to us is 19, and 19 being odd in nature. How can you reach 19? You can reach 19 only from 18. So you add 1 to 18 and you will reach 19. That means you're going to subtract 1 from 19, and that will contribute to the first operation that we have performed. Let's proceed ahead. Next we see is 18. From 18, what do you see? 18 is even in nature. And do you have the double operations available for you? Yes, it is available. So what you will do, you'll simply utilize it. When you are utilizing it, what you're going to do, you'll divide it by 2 as we are moving in the reverse direction. So we get 9, and you'll reduce the max doubles operation count by 1. This contributes to the second operation. And let's proceed ahead. Now what do we see? We see 9. 9 is odd in nature. How can you reach 9? You can only reach 9 from 8. So let's reduce 9 by 1. We get 8. 8 being even in nature. Do we have the max doubles variable valid? Yes, it's 1. So we'll reduce it by 1 as we are consuming it, and it gets updated to 0, and we fall back to 8 by 2, which gives us 4. 4 again being even in nature, but do we have the doubles max doubles valid variable? No, it's not. We have exhausted the limit. So how can we reach 4? We can only reach 4 by iterating from 3, 2 and 1 by 1. That's the only way left for us, unfortunately. So let's walk through that path. We reduced 4 by 1, we reached 3. We reduced 3 by 1, we reached 2. We reduced 2 by 1, we reached 1. And in totality, how many operations did we consume? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 7 is the answer, and this is expected. If you have understood this logic, this is what I'm exactly gonna code it up. So let's quickly move on to the coding part. Here I've created the count variable, and what do we start from? We start from the target value, and we try to reach the 1 value. We first of all, we are going to check if it happens to be odd in nature. That means we are going to consume a move and I increment the value of my count and I reduce the target by 1. In case my target dot modulus turns out to be 0, that means the target is even in nature. Then I'm gonna check if my max doubles variable is greater than 0. In case it is greater than 0, that means I have valid doubling operations available for me. In that case, I simply reduce the target by 2, I reduce the max doubles by 1 and increment my count variable. Otherwise, if I have exhausted all my max doubles, one way is to increment the count variable and decrement the target variable. This is what we discussed in the presentation. And for lower values, it will definitely work. Let's assume 19 and 2. So it's definitely gonna work. However, it will give you TLE as the number goes a higher range, because it has to continuously make an addition and make a subtraction. So it will lead to a TLE. I can show that to you guys. So this should fail, or at least give me a TLE. Yeah, that's failed. So in all such cases, what do? There is a small mathematical formula that I use. I add the final target value -1 to my count, because that many moves will be utilized, and I reset my target to 1. I could use break as well here. So that will make it pass. Accepted. This brings me to the end of today's session. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for viewing it. Have a great day ahead and stay tuned for more updates from Coding Decoded. I'll see you tomorrow with another fresh question. But till then, goodbye.